Unmute. Unmute. That there. Audio. All right. We have. There we go. Now we have. Every time I move this mic boom around, it disconnects from the audio. I don't know why. I don't know why that's doing that. Thank you, Mike. I don't know why. It gives you a notification. Hey, your sound is off, but I don't know why it disconnects. I don't know. I gotta look into another maybe microphone setup. We'll see. So what's everybody up to, guys? It's weather-wise, the past. There's a typhoon rolling through the Philippines, and I know Luzon is getting hit. I just spoke to a friend of mine yesterday that lives up there, and he said like he lived down the street from where we lived. Matter of fact, he was a guy that hooked us up with our house up in Luzon, and Angela's there, the one we moved out of to come here, and our street there down at the one end used to just, I mean, I did videos on it. Literally, the way the water would get waist high, it was crazy. Like the road kind of swooned down into one area, came down off of this. It was like a three-way. The water would just sit there. It was crazy. But he was telling me, so yeah, we got a lot of rain, a lot of rain. Here, nothing. We've had a couple days where it was windy, but it was nice. The wind was blowing. I actually open up all my windows, and it was funny because everybody's cold here. But yeah, it's just been beautiful. Today, I mean, a little overcast, but no rain. Today, another nice day. But yeah, weather-wise, it's been beautiful down here. Everybody else, it seems to be in the rainy season, right? But down here, it's weird because this isn't. It's like the summer. It's kind of weird how it works. Our rainy season will pick up here in a couple more months down south here in the Philippines. But yeah. Nick Lopez, take care, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, Nick. I think he came in at 2:45. Edwin, Pac-Man Barraros fight. Who are you rooting for? See that right there? I just downloaded a new app into my Fire Stick. You got to love Fire Stick. It's got anything you want. I've got sports. I've got movies. I've got television. I've got it all. And I just downloaded 2 new apps into my Fire Stick. And I just tested the one out. And the streams are beautiful. But who do I got? I don't know. I knew Pac-Man was going to fight, but I didn't even know it was today, to be honest. Like of course people will stop. They will watch the fight, but I don't know. Of course I'm going to have Pacquiao for the win, but I don't know. I'll watch it later. Rich Bromwell, thanks for stopping in, sir. Bruce, how was Bruce doing today? Terrence A, hello from New Jersey. Home of 5 Jollibee restaurants. Really? I didn't know there were 5 Jollibees in Jersey. I when we lived there, I heard of one. That was up more towards New York City. And then since then, I heard there have been Jollibees built, but hey, Jollibee. Not a big. Certain things I like about Jollibee. I like the chicken sandwich. They make a real good chicken sandwich. French fries are okay, and of course, soda. I don't like the burgers. I don't like all the other stuff. Occasionally, they make a hot dog that is halfway decent. Um, yeah, but not a big fan of Jollibee. I could do it, right? Wanderlust Asia, good morning from Cebu, Brian. I will be in Shergown next month. We'll say hi if I see you walking around. Wanderlust in Asia. If you're coming down here, send me an email. Send me an email. Because I don't know, we haven't spent, I just asked Lut uh, when we're going back down to General Luna because we haven't been there in like a couple weeks. And I think we're going to go the end of this week just to go down there, see what's going on, hang out, eat some good food. You know what I'm saying? No sound, no sound. That's earlier. That's earlier. Thank you guys for letting me know. Good morning, Ortora. How are you doing up there? Hope you're staying dry. Um, how are you doing? GR, how is GR Gypsy Rose doing? I am doing well. Oh, good morning, brother. How are you? Good now, good now, good now. Morning, all. Mike, our Philippine journey. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. I hope you're staying dry. I know where you live. And no, I'm not coming to visit you or stalk you. But I know that road there, you could probably sit on your balcony and watch it like a river just flowing down through there. Crazy, huh? Ricky USA, how are you doing, Ricky? Mark from Kenzo, how are you doing, Mark? Mark Cassidy. Hmm. Jason Pike, good morning, sir. I really enjoyed your cave adventure vlog. How's your stalagmite injury come along? It's coming along good. It's cleaning up. You know, I would wash it every night with antibacterial soap, dried off real good. Put some of that iodine. Is it the iodine on it? And just been doing that, and it's cleaning up. Remember, again, I'm a diabetic, so sometimes things take a little longer for me to heal. Um, but my stalagmite injury is coming along well. If you're not familiar, what I'm talking about, we did a video. Went up north, did a video. Check it out. We went into a cave, and it was cool. It was fun. But when you got in there, it was all this stalactite hanging from up top and stalagmite, and it wasn't a concrete path you walk through. You know, nothing like that. Not like a big tourist trap. You literally had to climb through, get on your hands and knees, go through tunnels and stuff like that. You had a heart, you had a helmet, you had a light, you had gloves, and I scratched my knee when I was crawling through this stalagmite, and got a little sore, but it's doing well. Where we at here? I love the cave video. Carl hairstyle. Oh, really, Bruce? $80 to watch the Manny fight here in the USA. A bit cheaper there. Yeah. Um, don't even know. Don't even know. A lot of times, I know in the past they used to broadcast it on regular TV for the simple reason, like Manny was and still is like a national icon. You know, sports like that underdog guy that come from nothing, made his way up, lied at the age of 17 to a train so he could get into a boxing camp in Manila, and made his way through, came to the States, big fighter. You know, like he's like their hero. They're like number one top sports athlete. Um, came out with a record, a song. He couldn't sing. He really can't sing, but because he's Manny, everybody loved it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll watch it here on Fire Stick, Bruce. Cost me nothing. Maybe once in a while, it might have to buffer. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, $80, I believe it. Yeah. GR went from Goonies to Indiana Jones back. Jones by Oki need leap into the cave pond. Yeah. Solid rain. That's what I hear. Solid rain, Mike. Hey, man, here in Cebu, a year and a half, no major flooding where I live. Good. Jerry, that's cool. It all depends, I think, on where you live also. Um, in a city, you can't have all that water escaping. It's just too much. It overflows. It can't drain it away quick enough. You get garbage piled in the drain sewage areas, and it just can't get out. It's crazy, right? Um, I know in Dapa when it rains, certain areas down there will flood. Um, it all depends on where you live, right? Live out in the province, you might not have flooding, you might have landslides, you might have mudslides. See, there's so many different aspects of it when it rains in the Philippines. Um, and I'm talking some areas can get major landslides. Um, but yeah, are you really safe anywhere? You know what I mean? I'm up in Angeles, and all of a sudden, a riot decides it's going to, spew and spout, and well, then here we go again. All right, big earthquake. Uh, are you really safe anywhere? Yeah, anywhere in the world, if you think about it, right? Bruce, lots of rain here in Florida. I'm in terrible heat. 97 again today, and mid 90s all week. Yeah, I think I've read like in Philadelphia area, um, like extremely hot and humid. Heat index over 100. Um, hey, it does get hot in the Philippines. Yes, for the most part, it's warm. You have that warmth, but there were some times that I've been here, and if you hear a Filipino say it's hot, you know it's hot. If a Filipino is saying that, and they've been living here, it's hot. Um, but yeah, I mean, weather's crazy. It's hard to get when you move to the Philippines. Say if you come up from a four season area, it takes time to adjust, to acclimate to the weather here. You're thinking, all right, October, all the leaves should be changing, the smell of fall in the air, like, and you grew up with those sights, sounds, and memories, and your sensors taking it all in. So comes like October, and you're thinking, oh, it should be November, but wow, it's sunny, it's warm. The leaves are all on the trees. The weirdest one that is hard, and I still think about it is like Christmas time. Like when I hear Christmas music, I know Christmas in July, guys. We can talk about Christmas. Um, with growing up where it's cold in the snow and in the malls with all the lights and all the colors and all the glitter and driving around, like when Christmas time comes along, and I think about Christmas music, it's like, it's weird. The weather should be like this. I should be seeing this. Christmas Day, I should be watching this. Like, that's the weirdest one right there. But yeah, you got to acclimate yourself to the weather. And I guess, we don't have snow, so that's a good thing, right? But yeah, it's you can it, those that have moved here and stuff, they know what I'm talking about. Um, Sometimes when you move from another country to the Philippines, the weather might help you. You know, the weather might help your arthritis, your bones, your knees. There's a lot of things that contribute into, climate changes that you're used to. So yeah, no flooding. Huh. Surprise, Mike. Yes, the narcissist is here. What is icon? Yeah, I love it. I know I'm way behind, Brett, guys. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Michigan, making money. See you in November. My bullet out place. Be done and ready for a guest by then. Cool, Joe. Have a good time earning that money. And when you get back, have a safe trip. One of these days, Joe, you're just going to be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here and live my life here. But hey, if the money's good, I don't blame you. Oh, we got a message. Got to check. Make sure. Oh, well, I got to make sure it's not. Always got to check them. Singapore Dan, how are you doing, Singapore Dan? Carl loves the fire stick. I hear Manny is your favorite to lose. Yeah. Where are we at? I was thinking maybe many of those country polls are figured with typhoons and earthquakes, volcanoes, activities, and availability of high rate hospitals involves. This will lower safety ratings for the Philippines. Yeah. You know what? Talking about that poll and everything, I did that video and it's funny. Like I read all the comments, um, and people were saying it's Chinese propaganda and this. I don't know. All I know is that when I read that poll, I'm like, you got it. Yeah, where, who and what is putting this out? You know, who, where, and what? Obviously, they never been here, never lived here. Now, is the Philippines the best? No. Is it the worst? No. Um, but yeah, that was a that was a crazy poll, and they even recanted their statement. You know what I'm saying? Ah, yeah. Craig and Cebu. Hi, Brian. Hi from Cebu City. A long time, Brian. Well, it's 8:43 m, not 8:35 p.m. Yeah, yeah. We'll see if our fire stick works after the initial fight card. It's supposed to switch to pay-per-view. Yeah, check it out, Mike. My app I have plays the whole thing, the whole pay-per-view from the first the first match to the last match. Now, my concern is when I'm streaming now, because it's a straight stream. Um, Buffering's always an issue. So I will see now with the new app I have in. Dave, I have a VPN. Yes. Um, I just have a VPN for other things that I do. But yes, with a Fire Stick, they recommend a VPN. Um, I even checked my VPN for my satellite dish. This is weird. I went on and I'm like, VPN search. And I search my own VPN with Starlink. My VPN came up as Manila. Isn't that weird? It came up as Manila. Interesting. Cliff, how are you doing? We're doing well, thank you. We are doing well. Can't complain, right? Bruce, yeah, the mango pies are pretty good too. The Jollibee mango pies, but you have to get them warm. Sometimes you get to that Jollibee, you order something, and it comes out, and they've already pre-made them. See, one thing here in the Philippines, Jollibee, McDonald's, all that, I have never seen them like throw away food product. You know what I'm saying? Back in the States, I know McDonald's and stuff. What they do is if they say they make fries, now things may have changed. Say they made fries, the fries were only allowed to be under that warmer for so long, and they had to throw them away. Here, nah, you're getting cold. You're getting cold. Oh, cool. They got a Jollibee and a Red Ribbon here in Philly now off of Cotman Avenue. Awesome. Awesome. Red Ribbon, their cakes are good. Their cakes are decent. You get down to the mall. Well, we don't have one here. You get down to the mall. I used to do it all the time. Go down to the mall, walk in, get a cake, reasonably priced. write down on paper what you want them to write, because you better and write clearly. Don't like write an A, but make it, don't write an A and it accidentally looks like an O, because you will get that O on your cake, when they write it on there. And boom, they pack it up in a box, they put a ribbon on it, they give you a candle. You grab that ribbon, you can walk through the mall with it in a box. Yeah, I like red ribbon. Um, so they got one now in Philly. Cool. YouTube experiment. Just wondering why we left Angeles City. We spent, we did our time up there. Yeah, we did our time like we were in jail, right? We did our time up there. And I always wanted to get out of the city. I didn't, I got to the point, a couple years in, this is not where I want to be. However, Hannah Grace was there and she was doing schooling. And then when she left, get out of schooling and move to the next level, it, gave us that opportunity to come down to the province, cleaner, fresher air, less noise, less pollution, less malls, less expats. But the province isn't for everyone, just like the city's not for everyone. But now we like it down here. Cost of living's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Good morning from the Netherlands. Rune Block. Rune Block. Hello, James. Gracias. Graciano. Good morning from Shaw Air Force Base. Air Force Base. Cool. Welcome. Thanks for joining the room. Joining the chat. Watching from West Virginia. Been to West Virginia. My first wife, my ex-wife, her family was from West Virginia, and just outside Morgantown, maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes outside Morgantown, and one of these tiny little West Virginia little towns, you know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful mountains and everything like that. And they were hunters, they were fishermen. My ex-wife's family was aunts and uncles was, big. There was quite a few of them, and beautiful country. West Virginia, beautiful country. That was one of the main things that kind of really pushed the gas on the pedal to get out of Angeles City when my wife was robbed at knife point, right? Good morning, Texas Filipino from Iloilo. Massive river pouring down while I'm typing this. Yeah, I seen that. See, like Iloilo, I think Cebu area, they got a lot of rain. Um, be safe. Be safe. I know I'm way behind, guys. Watching from Toronto, Canada. Thanks for stopping in, James. Are there any parts of the Philippines? Greetings from San Francisco, says Gary T. Are there any parts of the Philippines that you think are dangerous? Of course, you go into any major city, get into an area where crime is rampant. Yeah, but I mean, why would you? I mean, why would the normal person, right? A normal person want to go into a crime infested neighborhood anywhere in the world? You know what I'm saying? Um, so places like that, of course. Um, People always say like Southern Mindanao, but then you hear about people traveling all around Southern Mindanao, and nothing happens to them. It's beautiful. The people are friendly. The people are nice. Um, I don't know. I mean, if you want to feel safe, I guess stay out of the areas that there people are recommending highly. Um, but if I were to say, I don't know. I mean, I would I would travel southern Mindanao if I was constantly moving, but I wouldn't do it alone. You know what I'm saying? I would at least have my wife with me, and even then, that's not a guarantee, right? Hmm. Yeah. Watching from Toronto. Okay, I don't know if I got that far. Good morning, James Crable. How are you doing? San Diego, California. Bookham Dano. How is Bookham Dano? Atlantic City. Scott Turnbull. Atlantic City. When's the last time I was there? Casino? We went to the casino. Went down there. Went to the casino. Lost some money. That was about it. I never went to Atlantic City a lot. I was more Wildwood. Grew up the boardwalk and camping, all that other fun stuff. You know what I'm saying, but yeah, I've been to Atlantic City. Let me double check, make sure nothing jump off here. All right. Was hoping for Manny would have been a good fight. Would have been a good fight. Oh, where are we at? Richard Miller, hello, Philly. We just got home from gold detecting in the Bighorn Mountains. Awesome. Did you get some money? Are you are you retired? Are you going to be retired anytime soon? John Adcock, thank you. Thank you for checking in, and thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. I kept noticing new tats on you. Did you mention those tats when you added them? John, I haven't had any tats put on me since this one here. And that was done probably 4 years ago or so. So I'm not adding any new tats. Maybe you're just noticing ones that I had covered with my shirt. But yeah. Speaking of gold, did you guys see this? I was sitting watching, what the heck was it? Oh, watching news, and a piece of rock from Mars was just sold at auction for like $1.3 million. I don't know. They say it was a nice sized piece of rock. You know what I mean? But I'm like, how the hell do you even verify that? Or you know what I mean? When's the last time rocks came from Mars and fell onto the Earth? You know what I'm saying? How do you even verify that? Um, so I guess they did studies on it and everything like that. Um, and then they went in explaining how this rock could come from Mars. All right. And I guess it makes sense. Uh, billions and billions of networks years ago, you know, um, this meteor or something passed by Mars and took a chunk out of Mars, all right, and scattered it all about. And a lot of it fell to the, on to the surface of Mars, yet some have managed to get out of Mars gravitational pull or whatever you want to call it. So then it floats out in space as its own little planet, basically. And it just keeps, spinning. And the pull of the Earth can pull things into it. And I guess who knows how long it took for this thing to reach Earth, but some dude found it out in the desert and sold it for 1.3 million. But they say they can, you know, look at the rock. Scientists can tell, like, with the composite of the rock, what it's made of, and say, yes, it is officially a rock from Mars. But they can't compare it to any rock because they never really brought rock back from the surface of Mars. So, Either this guy created something or it's actually a rock from Mars, right? But isn't that nuts? AI coconut guy. Yup, exactly. A minute ago, YouTube and vloggers can't really explain the humidity and heat in the Philippines. It's basically like an oven when you leave your car out in the sun and open the door. Hot, hot. Yeah. I'm way behind. Everybody's saying hello, hello to everybody. Hello, hello, Jason Pike. Thank you, sir, for the super sticker. Greatly appreciate it. Uh, that'll get me a cup of coffee. Me and Lit, that'll get us a cup of coffee. So thank you, Jason, for that cup of coffee. You know, I don't have that. A lot of vloggers will have buy me a cup of coffee thing attached to their page. Uh, I don't know. I never did that. Buy me a cup of coffee thing. You know what I mean? I just never did that. Call me weird. Call me whatever. Uh, that's like I never even a few years ago I had done this. Never linked a PayPal account or anything like that. Um, yes, I sold some T-shirts and no mugs. Um, but yeah, never did the old buy me a coffee thing. But thank you, Jason. Thank you for the super chat. Paul, hi Brian. How many followers been around since 3,000? You've been around since 3,000. Cool, cool. That goes back. So you're going way back, Paul. So greatly appreciate it. Thanks for following me. You know, I just looked. 2015 was when I started my YouTube channel. 2015? No, 2000. Yes, 2015. So what? That's 10 years, right? Yeah. Where are we at here? Where are we at? I don't know. I'm getting way behind. Can't get a suntan with those lights. Those lights are bright. You guys see them? You can see the lights right there. Those are the two lights that are beaming in on me. Have I ever gotten over to Cagayan de Oro, also known as CDO? Might be the closest, largest hospital. Never been over there. Yeah, never been over there. CDO, Cagayan de Oro. Down there. I think that's down, right? CDO, Cagayan de Oro. There's a nice hospital over in Surigao City. It appears nice from the outside, right? Um, it's a private hospital. It looks really nice. And I was told it is a fairly nice hospital. And not, compared to a hospital, say Manila, but they say it's rather nice. Hopefully, I don't have to go over there. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I won't ever have to go over there for anything major. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Miller, hello, Brian. If you were to buy rent a place without a hot shower water, how hard is it to install a water heater for the shower? Thanks for taking the time to do the chat. Thanks for the question, Jesse Miller. It is not hard. A lot of times when you rent, I'm trying to think. Every place I have rented always has an outlet in the bathroom up top, above the water spigot, and it's already installed in the bathroom, and they have their own breaker. They have their own breaker right there, right by the switch. Um, then it's just a matter of buying the heating box, the element, the hot water element, installing it, running it up. It's very simple to do. Even I can do it. Um, and or maybe your landlord could do it. Um, but if you go into, say, rent a place or even buy a place, make sure it's there, make sure it's installed. But it's not hard to do, not hard to do at all. Um, I have my box. It's in the bathroom. I just don't have it installed. And just, I don't know. I like that fresh, cold, vigorating bath or taboo water I do. You know what I mean? Mark says, I did you see the article on Condé Nast Traveler about Cloud Nine? Uh Mark, I didn't hear that. Resend it to me. I don't know where you're sending it, which email you have or which whatever you have. Um, Send it to me. Guys, a lot of times if people put links in my description, when people put a little, when people put comments on my videos and they link, they copy and paste a link. I don't, I hold those comments unless I know the person. Um, I don't even click on them because I don't know where it's going to take me. Um, but so if you copy and paste a link to say a YouTube channel, a lot of times I remove them. I don't know what it is. I don't want people to click on it not knowing what it is. But yeah, Mark, send me that again. Stay away from Tondo, Manila. A British expat. Hey, it's a British expat in the Philippines. Good morning, Sir Brian. You are the best Yank. Living the dream. Thank you, British expat in the Philippines. Greetings from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Brian, love your latest camber perch. Unreal clarity. Thank you, Gary. I don't know which camera because I've had all these cameras for quite a while. I just started recently using the Sony ZV-1, but only for certain things. Like if I'm going to do a talking head video, excellent camera, set it up and go. If I'm going out exploring, that's going to be the action camera. Um, but I've had these for quite a while now. Like I said, just recently started using the ZV-1, and I like it. I like it for certain things. I'm afraid Manny is going to get his ass kicked. I don't know. I mean, you hope it's not a Tyson Paul fight. You know what I mean? You know, um, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of, did you guys watch that Taylor Sereno? Was that it? Fight? I wasn't impressed. If you know what I'm talking about, the third time, a third time. The first two fights were amazing. Man, they were like beasts going at it. Beasts. This last fight, I wasn't impressed. They took that beast out of him and did more of a technical boxing fight. But yeah, you're having some visual. Brian, Brian will be having tech difficulties. Let me hide that. For some reason, now that's not working. Here we go. Howdy from Ventura, California. How are you doing, Brian? And thank you for the super sticker. Yes, we are doing well. Thank you for asking. Seaweed hero, that this ain't going nowhere. This slot ain't going. All right. If someone's foolish enough to spend that kind of money, um, hey, but you know how it is. Some people just think their property's gold. All right. Truly, truly progressive. I like your icon too. Brian, please tell Jesse Miller to man up and take a brisk shower. It won't kill him for Pete's sakes. Jesse Miller. Jesse Miller. Not sure who you're talking about. Jesse Miller. Uh American on Negros. Hi all. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Thanks for joining. Good morning from Parnack City. Parnack. Parnack. I'm bad sometimes with names. Jonathan says I look much better clean shaven. Here or here? All right. New life in the Philippines. Good morning. Just saw your live. I just made it. I just made to the Philippines. Awesome. Welcome to the Philippines. I don't know where you're at, where you're staying, but have a good time. Enjoy yourself. I don't know if you're coming back from vacation or whatever, but have a good time. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your stay. Oh, where are we at here? Butch, good morning from Central California. Thank you. Good morning to you, Central California. Journey and trials enjoy. When do you expect inflation to really start hurting Westerners? Videos, people complaining about Thailand and a few Westerners. When will the Philippines be hit? I don't know. I mean, I guess we just got to sit back and watch how it all plays out. I look at it this way: like my wife, he does all the shopping for food and all that. She Here's the weird thing. She went to the latest like little hypermart. You know what I mean? Forget what it's called. Um, but it's a small grocery store. It's basically a small Walmart, like really small. It has groceries, it has clothes, it has like some appliances and stuff, but on a on a real small level. And she picked up chicken in there, and she said it was cheaper than at the market. You know, you would think the market is going to be cheaper because it's an open market. It's not a store. You know what I'm saying? But it was cheaper there. So she keeps an eye on that stuff. And things go up and down here. Um, Potatoes, it's weird. Potatoes can be expensive for some reason. If something's out of season, it can be expensive. Um, but we'll sit back and wait and see. I mean, who's it going to affect? Once again, it's going to also always affect the people. The people of the Philippines, once again, will be affected by it. Their pay's not going up. They're not getting raises. You know what I mean? But the people will overcome. They'll make do with what they have to make do with. Of course, the rich and well-to-do are always. It's not going to affect them. It'll never affect them. You know, they don't care. Doesn't bother them. But the average person, the average Filipino, they'll find a way to overcome. They'll find a way to adapt. you know, Maybe go out and grow some more fruits and vegetables. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see. Ed, Brian, thank you, sir, for the super sticker. My Il- Ilonga wife just asked me who's that sexy guy is. All right. Thank you, Brian. I think you left a comment. Your wife said I was a sexy. I don't know. I get so many people telling me I'm sexy, right? So many women telling me I'm sexy. Uh, tell your wife I said thank you very much. Somebody said Triple H. I'm Triple H. I said, no, I'm going with the Dave Batista look, right? But yes, thank you for the compliment. Oh, right now I'm in Antipolo and I'm here to stay. Cool. Cool. Here to stay. That's awesome. Awesome. John in Philly. Hey, John in Philly. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Greetings from Drexel Hill. And for the life of me, I cannot remember my 215 phone number when I lived in Southwest Philly. I still remember my mom and dad's telephone number. It is 215. I'm not going to tell you because then you'll call them. Um, I still, as long as I can remember as a little kid up to now, they still have their 215 phone number to this day. That was the first telephone number I learned when I was a kid. My mom sat us down and made us learn our telephone number. Why? Of course, we didn't have these. These, you like my, these didn't exist at the time. All right. You're in trouble. You need help, whatever. You know your telephone number, right? I think I knew my telephone number before I knew my social security number. We didn't have phones to call. We learned it. But I still remember my mom and dad's to this day, and they still have it. Their 215 area or 215 telephone number. That's when people say, hey, what is the 215? The 215 is I say the Philly 215 because that's the area code of Philly. I think there's a couple others now, but yeah. Brother, family, Phil Am. First time comment, been watching you since the pandemic. Retired military, will be living here the next couple years. What is your opinion on bringing my 76-year-old mother? Love your opinion. I am trying to think. I can remember someone did that. They brought their elderly mother here, and I think in the long run, I think the mother went back, health reasons. I really think it's up to the individual. It's up to you. Who are we to say, don't do it, you shouldn't do it? It's your mother. It's your mother. Um, you have to, I guess, you have to weigh out the options. Are her options better in the States? You know what I mean? Um, is there a nursing facility there for, you know, you know what I'm saying? If she's healthy and, you know, say she's got some medical issues, but nothing to really, you know, have her slow down from coming here. Maybe your mother might not even like the Philippines after a while. You know, I don't know. Um, but that's really up to you. Some people will say, don't do it. She's going to have medical issues. She's going to, it's up to you. I think, you know, if you're smart enough to weigh out all the pros and cons, not everything is going to go in everybody's favor, you know. Um, but I feel it's up to you. Um, that's it. The guy that I let me get a drink here. I the guy that brought his mother here, brought her this time, brought her here so him, her, and the girlfriend could all live off of Social Security. The guy was on Social Security disability. The mother, of course, was living off of her Social Security. So he brought the mother here so they all can live off of all their Social Security, right? Now, I don't know. That's kind of, to me, that's kind of like dirtbaggy ish, you know? Let me check here. Got to check. Nothing really. Um, but yeah, like I said, I think it's your call. I'm in Thailand and everything is cheap. Thailand is better than Hawaii. Yeah. All right. Guitar jams. Stop being cheap and living in Thailand. Move to Hawaii. I have friends from Hawaii, and it's expensive. Where are we at here? Uh, any Butch says hi, Brian. Any word on the American that was kidnapped in Marawi? Nothing. Nothing. Elliot Eastman? Nothing. They got suspects. I don't know if they ever got arrested, or if they ever got charged. I don't know. It just body's never been found. It's unsolved mystery. You know what I mean? Uh Graciano. Good morning, Brian. How is your A1C and what VPN do you recommend? A1C, I haven't going to have it checked. I do my finger pricks, 120s, 150s in the morning. Um, I'm you know what? I don't drink sodas. I don't eat tons of sugar. I don't eat rice. I don't, I watch what I eat. Um, but I should get my A1C checked. Um, but yeah, I don't drink alcohol. You know what I mean? So, James, I guess if you're an alcoholic and chase VD and HIV girls, then you could get could expensive. I guess you could look at it like that, right? Jason Pike, thank you, sir, for the super chat. Any diving videos in the near future? I can't see any coming up for real. Um, we will get out and do a couple dives here. But as far as leaving the island, traveling somewhere, doing some diving, um, not anytime soon. But yes, on this island, because there are some areas I definitely want to look at and check out. Um, but yeah, stay tuned. We'll get something out there. We'll get something out there. Uh, and what VPN? Sorry, I missed this one. What VPN do you use? I use ExpressVPN. Always have used ExpressVPN ever since I got a VPN. And sorry, I don't have any links to in my video description for you to click on to get any type of discount or me to get a little bit of money. ExpressVPN is what I use. And you got to watch, just like anything else. I signed up for ExpressVPN, whoop, and the first time, and I don't know if you can do monthly, yearly. I forget what it is because I just go in and I do yearly, and I never went and unchecked the bill me monthly or bill me yearly. You know what I'm saying? You know those charges you get on your credit card every month, and you go, what is that? What did I do? What the heck is that? Or you get money taken off of your bank account statement. What is this 499? What is this 499? Whatever. Uh, those are those sites you went on, right? And they automatically bill you. You've literally got to go back into the website and unsubscribe or unbill yourself, or you'll get billed every week, month, or however it works. But the other day, I always look at my bank account. I don't do much transaction, but I look at my bank account, and I looked at my balance, and I'm like, "Wow, it's like $100 missing. What the hell?" Get in to my account. There it was, ExpressVPN yearly subscription. which it didn't bother me because I would get notifications to to renew, but ExpressVPN, yeah, I like it. But remember, guys, to check and make sure you're not subscribing to anything because here's another weird thing. Smart and Globe are your two carriers in the Philippines. I guess it's like AT&T and Horizon. You buy the SIM card, you put loads in your phone, and then you go into the phone and you decide, all right, give me, I don't know, give me this plan for 499 pesos for the month. So you subscribe to it, right? You go through all that. And if you don't unsubscribe, next month they'll bill you again, right? They're slick, they're tricky like that. So you got to go back in and you got to find where it is you have to unsubscribe. But they even do it down here too. But ExpressVPN. Yeah, yeah, Ricky, like you're right. Giving out the phone. If you got lost, you could tell the police your number. Yep, yep. Oh, John, Badcock. The barbecue I had is sitting out front. The burner in the guts of it, the burner part of it is bad. It's done. I'm not going to try to find another one or anything like that. So what we did was we took our top grates, where you cook food on it. We welded. Let's Uncle weld. No, he's going to. He's going to. Now that we got our new grill, he's going to weld those two grates together and put legs on them, and then of course we'll use it in the back kitchen and cook pork chops and stuff like that. Look uses the one grate now, but we want to weld them together and put two legs on it. The shell is just sitting out there. I don't know. I'll just call somebody. Hey, come pick this damn thing up. You know what I mean? Or take it for scrap or whatever. But I got my use out of it. But yeah, and the kitchen, you're still working on it. Um, they're laying rock. We got to build a retaining wall behind where the kitchen is, because that's also where they do the washing and everything like that. So the water comes in and it washes off, and we don't want it to erode. We don't want it to keep washing out the embankment. So they're building a big retaining wall back there. And matter of fact, they've been working on it for the past couple days. Um, and we'll finish it up. Um, but yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. We're gonna get another video out here on it very soon. I agree with your answer. Thanks. FYI, we are doing a trial run and bringing her for vacation in December. Cool. She'll, I don't know what, if your mother is up and she's about and she can move around and still do the jig, um, if she can, I think it'll be definitely be a new experience for her. Her eyes are, whoa, here I am. Wow. But good for her. Good for her for getting out and trying. You're starting to buffer a little bit, like max headroom. Sorry about that, guys. I don't control it. You know what I mean? I don't control the craziness. Scott, expat in the Philippines. Magandang umaga. Kumusta, Brian and Lut and family? Magandang umaga to you, Scott. Mayang buntag. Mayang buntag. I don't know. Is he Chris? Is Barry still in jail? Couldn't tell you. Where are we at? Yes, he is. Is he? And Chris, he is Manila because they close. I'm due for refurbishing. All right, guys. You know what? are you a member of Narciss? Maybe, maybe not. Huh? Huh? Uh, When will you do a cooking with Philly vlog? And good question. I will I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'm always looking for something to do at cooking with Philly. What about cooking with Philly and Brian? You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, we will I will do it. Like I said, always looking for something to do, you know. When you do daily vlogs, you're always looking for something to do. And I'm going to close it with this. I've learned that over the years, people love drama shit. They love drama stuff and they love uh, um, tragic stuff. They love tragic stuff. You know, the drama is always going to sell, you know. Speaking of, before I forget, how about the kiss cam? Wasn't that great? You guys know what I'm talking about? Guy got caught on a kiss cam at a cosplay. I think it was video, and he was with his mistress. Kiss cam. See, when expats get mad at these vloggers that walk around Walking Street, Leon and you know what I'm saying, the group that runs Walking Street and the new people. The reason they do that, it's for the kiss cam on their channel, right? They should do that. They should when they run the video and they show, you know, the people, you know, the guys hiding from their girlfriends and their wives and all that down on Walking Street, walking proudly with the girl, you know. But I got, look what I bought, look what I bought, and they're, you know, they're strolling down the road. Well, they're doing it for the kiss cam. So what they should do is like in their video, like do like a kiss cam video, you know, like who was that one? IRL Media. IRL Media. Here's one for you. Um, Not IRL Media. Who is the other one? He. I gotta get him. Let me, let me. I gotta get his name out here. Yes, yes. IRL Media. That's it. He used to do shorts all the time, right? And he would like just there it is, proud guy with his girl walking down the street. You know what I mean? Do shorts. He should like kiss cam. That's shit how he put his shorts up there. But he has stopped doing his type of content because of the new memorandum that was out there. But yeah, it's a good thought. Um, but yeah, people like that drama. People like horror stories. You know, you know. I'm, I'm getting kicked off my land. All right. Oh wow, how is it getting? Am I getting kicked off my land? However, some people like to read into it and say, "Oh, I'm getting kicked off my land." But people like that shit, you know. My wife got me thrown in jail in the Philippines. You know, they love that drama and that tragic shit, you know. It just happens. And of course sex because sex sells also. Does that does that sign outside mean your lot's for sale? The lot is not. I explained it in the video. It's like a corner Schwab of where our land is, of where our property is sitting now is, and then back through. Um, but the lot's for sale. Um, the lot that is posted, you know, the barrier lines and all that. Um, like I said, it's a Schwab. Like maybe if you're looking, if the screen is the lot that's for sale, we're down. Let me get it up here. We're like down here in the corner of where the land of where our property is on the land, like way down in the corner compared to all that that's for sale. Best way to describe it. All right, guys. I am going to wrap this one up. It's been an hour. Thanks for joining. Thanks for your comments. You're in the area where it's raining, get on high ground, don't get washed away. And we shall talk to you later.